Hi students, welcome to all of you to this session of fluid mechanics. Dear students, you know that we were discussing the model analysis, dimensional analysis and model analysis. Okay, dimensional and model analysis. So here basically already I have taken two lecture. So this is the continuation of the previous lecture. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dhiraj Mondol, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. My email ID is given and phone number. You can contact me for admission purpose, and the assignment related to the subject fluid mechanics. You can submit the assignment in this mail. Okay. So the admission is open for 2020 in JIS College of Engineering. Most welcome to JIS College of Engineering. You know that JIS College of Engineering is your first private engineering college in West Bengal for 22 years, most trusted in educational conglomerate in Eastern India. You can see according to the India Today, you can see the ranking, and Department of Mechanical Engineering is NBA accredited department. So in case if you want to join, then you can contact here. This is the contact number. So we were discussing more dimensional and model analysis. So in the previous class we have seen the Buckingham Pi theorem, the method of selecting repeating variables, procedure, how we can solve a particular problem. Okay, this 12 number 8 number problem were discussed. We have seen number of pi term, how we can calculate, and this homework were given to you. I hope you have completed the homework. Many of the students submitted the assignment, but few students still not submitted assignment. Submit the assignment, otherwise you will suffer. Okay. Model analysis. Here we have seen what is model analysis, the type of similarities, and we have seen the geometric similarity. Now today we will be going to discuss about the kinematic similarity. Okay, kinematic similarity means the similarity of motion between model and prototype. So when we are talking about the motion, then velocity and acceleration is coming into the picture. The kinematic similarity is said to exist between the model and prototype if the ratios of the velocity and acceleration at the corresponding points in the model and at the corresponding points in the prototype are same. So velocity ratio, acceleration ratio, that we need to find out, and since the velocity and acceleration are velocity vector quantity, hence not only the ratio of magnitude of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding points in model and prototype should be same, but the direction of the velocity and acceleration at the corresponding points in the model and prototype also be parallel. So we will see that as it is vector quantities and magnitude and direction will be both will be same. And here the consideration you can see, Vp1 is equal to velocity of the fluid at point 1, Vp2 is the velocity of the fluid at point 2, in prototype Ap1 acceleration of the fluid in fluid at point 1 in prototype, Ap2 is the acceleration of fluid at point 2 in prototype, and related the for model it is same corresponding data you can see. So the kinematic similarity, we can say that Vr is equal to Vp1 by Vm1 or Vp2 by Vm2. Okay, where Vr is the velocity ratio and acceleration ratio is the Ar, and it is equal to Ap1 by Ap1 by Am1 is equal to Ap2 by Am2, where Ar is the acceleration ratio. Okay, so the direction of the velocity in the model and prototype should be same, and here next is your dynamic similarity. So here in case of dynamic similarity we will be discussing about the force ratio. So dynamic similarity means the similarity of force between model and prototype. Okay, thus the dynamic similarity is said to exist between model and prototype if the ratio of the corresponding forces acting in the corresponding points are equal. Is it clear? Then the direction of the corresponding forces at the corresponding point should be same. So Fr is equal to Fi inertia force, Fi prototype by inertia force, Fi model is equal to Fv prototype by Fv model, that means viscous force. Fv means viscous force. Fg is your gravitational force. So these are the different types of force. So based on that we can calculate that what is the dynamic similarity. Okay, now let us discuss about the types of force acting in the moving fluid. So when the fluid is moving, then what are the types of force? There may be some inertia force, there may be some gravitational force. Okay, inertia force, your gravitational force, viscous force. Okay, then your pressure force, surface tension force, Fs, elastic force. So these are the forces which are acting on the fluid when the fluid is moving. Now the inertia force, what do you mean by inertia force? Basically inertia force is equal to the Fi is equal to mass into acceleration. Product of mass and acceleration of a moving fluid and act in the direction opposite to the direction of the acceleration, it is called it is always existing in the fluid flow problem. Okay, so basically mass into acceleration, the inertia force means your mass of the force into acceleration of the force. Next, if I am talking about the viscous force, Fv, then viscous force, it is equal to the product of shear stress due to viscosity and the surface area. Okay, so the shear stress and the surface product of shear stress and surface area is called your viscous force. Okay, and it is present in the fluid flow problem, where viscosity is having an important role to play. Okay, so next is your gravitational force, gravity force, and gravity force is equal to product of mass into acceleration due to gravity of the flowing fluid, and it is present in case of open surface flow. Next, if I am talking about the pressure force, the pressure force is equal to the product of pressure intensity and cross sectional area of the flowing fluid. Okay, and it is basically present in case of pipe flow. Clear? Next is your surface tension force. Surface tension force means it is basically it is equal to the product of surface tension and the length of the surface of the flowing fluid. Okay, so this is called your surface tension force. Next is it is your elastic force. What do you mean by elastic force? Basically it is equal to the product of elastic stress and the area of the flowing fluid is called your elastic force. For a flowing fluid, these are the above mentioned forces which are always present, okay, when the fluid is flowing, and it is also the forces which are present in the fluid problem and are not equal magnitude. Okay, there are always one or two forces which dominate the other forces. These dominating force govern the flow of fluid. Basically, if I am talking about the Euler's equation of motion, so in case of Euler's equation of motion, only gravitational force and pressure force is taken, and rest of the forces we are neglecting. Okay, so some forces dominates another force, so the major role, whatever, so it is facing, that part is taken into consideration. And here we will be talking about the dimensionless number. So what are the dimensionless number? The dimensionless number are those number which are obtained by dividing the inertia force by viscous force or gravitational force or pressure force or surface tension force or elastic force. So simply, if I am talking about Reynolds number, then inertia to viscous force. If I am talking Mach number, then inertia to compressible force. If I am talking Froude number, then inertia to gravitational force, like this. So there are basically five number non-dimensional number. Okay. So the by dividing inertia force to the gravity, pressure, surface tension, elastic force, okay, we will get some dimensional number. As this is a ratio of one force to another other force, it will be a dimensionless number. Okay, because we will not be getting any kind of unit here. That is why it is called dimensionless number. These dimensionless number are also called non-dimensional parameter. And what are those? Reynolds number, Froude number, Euler's number, Weber's number, and Mach number. So these are the numbers which are very important in the point in when we'll be solving some numerical, when we'll be discussing in view of fluid mechanics. Okay, gas turbine and all this. Now that Reynolds number, let us discuss what do we mean by Reynolds number. Reynolds number is the ratio of inertia force of the flowing fluid and the viscous force of the fluid. Okay, so inertia force is equal to, you know that what, mass into acceleration. What is inertia force? Mass into acceleration is called inertia. So mass means your rho into v. This is your rho into v. Rho into volume is the mass, and acceleration is your velocity per unit time. Now rho into volume by time into velocity. So volume by time is your discharge, isn't it? Q is equal to volume flow rate, and also we can write discharge is equal to your area into velocity. So I can write volume per second means area into velocity, so A into V, and the velocity V is given also. So inertia force is equal to rho A V square. Keep it in your mind, it is very important. Okay, so the inertia force is equal to rho A V square. Now if I am talking about the viscous force, so FV, then what is that? Viscous force is equal to shear stress into area. Already I have discussed in the previous slide. Shear viscous force, whatever viscous force is equal to the product of inertia shear stress into area. So shear stress into area. So mu into du dy is the shear stress. Okay, and what is the area? Area A. Let us consider area is your A. Now mu into du by dy. Now du by dy is your velocity by length. So that is why Reynolds number is equal to inertia to viscous force, I know, and inertia force is equal to rho A V square. Now mu the FV, that is your viscous force, is equal to mu into V by L into A, and after simplification we can get rho VL by mu. So rho VL by mu is the after final equation, or you can write you know that mu by rho is the nu kinematic viscosity, so VL by nu also. So this is the Reynolds number, rho VL by mu or VL by nu. Okay, and in case of the pipe flow, the linear dimension L is taken as diameter. Okay, so that at that time L will be replaced by D. So Vd by nu or rho Vd by mu. Okay, so this is all about the Reynolds number. I hope it is clear how it is coming, and how you can calculate also. So Reynolds number is equal to inertia to viscous force. Put the value of inertia force, put the value of viscous force. We will be getting rho VL by mu or rho Vd by mu or VL by nu or Vd by nu. Okay, so this is all about the Reynolds number. Now what is the significance of Reynolds number? Reynolds number basically it is expression of the flow, that means whether the flow is laminar, turbulent or transition state, that can be determined by the Reynolds number. If the Reynolds number is less than 2000, then it is your laminar flow. 2000 to 4000, then it is called your transition state, and if it is greater than 4000, then it will be called your turbulent flow. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Next, come to the next point, that is your Froude number. Froude number is defined by, so Reynolds number is defined by Re, Froude number Fe, and Froude number is defined as the square root of the ratio of inertia to the inertia force of a flowing fluid to the gravity force. Okay, so the inertia to the gravity force, square root of the ratio of inertia to the gravitational force, Fe is equal to root over Fi by Fg. Now Fi is equal to what? Rho F square already I have determined. Now the Fg is what? Fg is the mass into acceleration. So rho into mass into acceleration due to gravity. So rho into V into G is the final formula, and rho V is the L cube, rho V L cube G, or you can write rho A L G, because L cube means your L square into L, and L square means your area, A square A. So ultimately, put the value of inertia force, put the value of this gravitational force, you will be getting V by root over Lg. So V by root over Lg is the expression of Froude number. By the help of this, we can say that this is your Froude number, and these are the things which cannot be happen and which is not possible like this. Now the Euler's number, EU. What do you mean by Euler's number? Euler's number is basically defined as the square root of the ratio of inertia force of a flowing fluid to the pressure force. Okay, so inertia to pressure. So what I have done, discussed last class, last slide. Reynolds number is equal to inertia force to viscous force. Froude number is equal to inertia force to gravitational force, and Euler's number is equal to square root of inertia force to pressure force. Clear? So F is equal to what? P into A, pressure intensity into area, and Fi is equal to rho F square, already you know. So put all the value. EU is equal to root over rho F square by Pa, or the formula is equal to V by root over P by rho. Okay, so this is the Euler's equation, Euler's formula, or Euler's number. EU is equal to V by root over P by rho. Okay, so keep it in your mind, very important. Okay, Euler's number, ratio of square root of inertia to the viscous force, pressure force. Now let us talk about the Weber's number. What do you mean by Weber's number? Weber's number, We, it is the ratio as the square root of the ratio of the inertia force of a flowing fluid to the surface tension force. Okay, so the mathematical expression is the We, and it is equal to root over Fi by Fs. That means ratio of square root of inertia to the surface tension force. Clear? So this is all about the Euler's number. Weber's number, inertia to surface tension. Now what is the Fi? Fi is equal to rho F square. F is surface tension force, and surface tension per unit length into length square. Okay, so basically surface tension force is equal to sigma into L, surface tension per unit length into length. Now put all the value, you will be getting the final equation, V by root over sigma by rho L, V by root over sigma by rho L. So this is all about the Weber's number. Clear? Weber's number is the ratio, square root of ratio of inertia to the surface tension force. So V by root over sigma by rho L is the correct equation. Now last point is a Mach number. Mach number is basically defined as the square root of the ratio of the inertia force of a fluid, okay, inertia force of a flowing fluid in the elastic force. Mathematically we can see that we can define the m is equal to root over inertia force by elastic force. So this is the Mach number. So here you can see capital M is equal to rho a v square, that is your inertia force, and the elastic force is equal to k into a or k l square. Okay, k is the elastic stress. So rho a v square by k l square is equal to m root over k rho a v square by k l square. So it is equal to v by root over k by rho, and root over k by rho is equal to c, velocity of sound in the fluid. M is equal to v by c. Okay, so m is equal to v by c is the Mach number. Clear? Basically it is needed when the airplane is or particular fighter plane is moving. Okay, so what is the Mach number? With respect to the Mach number, it is always determined. So this is all about the Mach number. Now model laws or similarities laws, we can say the Reynolds law, though it is not in your syllabus, some numerical would have been given. So Reynolds model law, Froude model law, Euler's model law, Mach model law, Weber model law. Let us discuss about the Reynolds model law. So Reynolds model law is the law in which model are based on the Reynolds number. Model based on the Reynolds number include pipe flow and the resistance experience by submarine, airplane, okay, fully immersed bodies, etc. So we know that Reynolds number is equal to what? Rho VL by mu. So rho of the model, V of the model, L of the model by mu of the model is equal to rho of the prototype, L V of the prototype, L of the prototype, and by mu P. Okay. So basically Reynolds number model is equal to Reynolds number prototype. That is according to the Reynolds model law. Basically we are comparing this particular model and prototype. So what we have seen that rho m by rho p, if I am talking about rho m by rho p by rho m, vp by vm, okay, and mu p by mu m, this is the ratio na. So already I have discussed that this is rho p by rho m is equal to what? It is equal to rho r, okay, density ratio. Next velocity ratio, length ratio, okay, geometric similarity, kinematic similarity, and dynamic similarity, okay, by mu r. So it is equal to 1. Okay, so these are mu, rho r, v r, l r, mu r are called scale ratio of for density, velocity, linear dimension, and viscosity. Okay, so that in earlier class I have discussed the scale ratio for time, acceleration, force, and discharge for Reynolds model law are obtained as TR. TR is equal to time scale ratio. So LR by VR is equal to TR. LR by VR is equal to TR because you know that S equal to Vt. So V is equal to L by T, or T is equal to L by V. And acceleration ratio, V is, you know that acceleration ratio is your rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So VR by TR, that is your acceleration ratio. Similarly, what is FR, force scale ratio? So it is equal to mass into acceleration. So mr into AR is the force scale ratio, and it is equal to rho a VR into AR. Ultimately what we have got, rho r LR square VR into AR. And the discharge is equal to discharge ratio is equal to discharge scale ratio is equal to rho a v VR, because we know that discharge is equal to area into velocity. So rho a VR, so rho r a r VR is equal to rho r L square r VR. So this is the discharge ratio. Now let us solve a numerical, very important numerical. Based on the numerical we will see how we can calculate the particular density of model prototype like this. So problem number 1, you can see 12.15, a pipe of diameter 1.5 meter is required to transport an oil of specific gravity 0.9 and viscosity 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 poise at the rate of 3000 liter per second. Tests were conducted on a 15 centimeter diameter pipe using water at 20 degrees centigrade. Find the velocity and rate of flow in the model. Viscosity of water at 20 degrees centigrade is equal to 0.01 poise. Now what are the given data? The dia of the prototype is equal to 1.5 meter. Viscosity of fluid is equal to mu p is equal to 3 into 10 to the minus 2 poise. Q for prototype, discharge for prototype is equal to 3000 liter per second. So 3 meter cube per second. Specific gravity of oil is equal to SP is equal to 0.9. Density of oil is rho p is equal to SP into 1000. That is equal to 0.9 into 1000, that is your 900 kg per meter cube. Diameter of the model dm is equal to 15 centimeter, that means 0.15 meter. Viscosity at 20 degree centigrade 0.01 poise, okay, or 1 into 10 to the minus 2 poise. Rho m is equal to density of water, rho m is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Now for pipe flow, the dynamic similarity will be obtained if the Reynolds number in the model and prototype are equal, isn't it? So dynamic similarity means can be obtained if the Reynolds number of the model and prototype are equal. So here basically rho Vd by mu for model is equal to rho Vd by mu for prototype, okay. For pipe linear dimension is your d, okay. So mu Vm by Vp is equal to rho m by rho p is equal to d is equal to rho m by rho p into dp by dm into mu p by mu. Put all the value, you will be getting the velocity, your prototype velocity of the prototype. So velocity of the prototype, rate of flow in prototype by area of the prototype. And already Vm by Vp already I have got 3. So the 3 by pi by 4 d square. Vp is equal to what? Rate of flow in prototype by area of the prototype. Am I right? So the area is equal to pi by 4 d square. And also it is given 3. So ultimately what I have got? Vp is equal to 1.697 meter per second and Vm is equal to 3 into Vp. Am I right? Here you can see rate of flow means Q. Q is equal to discharge area into Q. Discharge is equal to area into velocity. So the discharge is given here. This discharge is given here. You can see. One minute, please. So 3 is given. This is your. You can see the discharge. Discharge 3 meter cube per second, and the diameter of the prototype also given. This is the diameter of the prototype, it is also given. So you can easily find out the Vp, that means velocity of the prototype. Now the once you have got velocity of the prototype, we can find out the velocity of the model, because velocity of the model by velocity of the prototype is equal to 3. So Vm is equal to 3 into Vp. So 5.091 meter per second is the velocity of the model, and rate of flow through model Q is equal to area into velocity. So pi by 4 d square into velocity. So put all the value, you will be getting the discharge or rate of flow of the model 89.9 liter per second. Very important. Froude number. Next is your Froude number. Same. It is same as your Reynolds number, but the It is applicable for free surface flow such as flow over spillway, wear, slicer, okay, channel, etc. Flow of jet from an orifice or nozzle where waves are likely to be formed on surface where fluid of different densities flow over another. So you know that Froude number is equal to V by root over Lg. So Froude number for model is equal to prototype. So V by root over Lg is equal to V by root over Lg for model and prototype respectively. So Vm by root over Lm is equal to Vp by root over Lp, because G is the constant here. So after simplifying Vm by Vp into 1 by L root over Lm by Lp is equal to 1. So ultimately what we have got, Lr root over Lr is equal to Vp by Vm, or Lr is equal to scale ratio for length. So Vp by Vm is equal to Vr and Vp by V is equal to Vr. So Lr we have got Vp by Vr, that means your root over Lr is equal to Vr and the Vr is equal to Vp by Vm. So scale ratio for various physical quantities based on the Froude laws are: number A, you can see scale ratio for time is equal to length by velocity, and time ratio is equal to your Tp by Tm for prototype and model. So L by V for prototype is equal to L by L by V for model. So ultimately you have seen that Lp by Lm is equal to Lr and Vm by Vp is equal to 1 by root over Lr, because in the equation already I have derived it. Okay, so Tr is equal to root over Lr. Clear? If it is clear, then you know that for number B you can see scale ratio for acceleration is equal to V by T. So Ar is equal to Ap by Am, and it is equal to what? Vt by V by T prototype by V by T model, and after simplification you will be seen the Ar is equal to 1, that is your root over Lr by root over Lr, so it will be 1. Okay. Next is your scale ratio for discharge. Discharge is equal to area into velocity, so it is equal to L square into L by T, so L cube by T, and QR is equal to QP by QM, and QP means L cube by T prototype and by L cube by T of model. So after simplifying this one, QR will be LR to the power 2.5. Similarly, scale ratio for force is equal to mass into acceleration, so rho L cube V into V by T. So ultimately rho L square V square is the force, and ratio of force Fr is equal to Fp by Fm. After simplifying this particular term, you will be getting Q rho P by rho M into Lp by Lm whole square into Vp by Vm whole square. Clear? Okay, so and if the fluid used in model and prototype is same, then QP rho P by rho M is equal to 1, and here basically Fr is equal to root over Lp by Lm whole square into Vp by Vm whole square is equal to Lr square into a root over Lr whole square. Okay, so this is the Lr square into Lr is equal to Lr cube. So Fr is equal to Lr cube. Next, scale ratio for pressure intensity, and pressure intensity P is equal to force per unit area. So rho L square V square by L square. So rho V square, it is the P is equal to rho V square, and pressure ratio means PP by PM. So ultimately, if the fluid is same, then PP is equal to PM and PR is equal to Vp square by Vm square, and it is equal to Lr. For in case of scale ratio for work, energy, torque, movement, so torque is equal to F force into distance, and torque ratio is equal to Tp by Tm, and you will be getting L to the Lr to the power 4. So these are the formula for, and for scale ratio for power is equal to F PR is equal to L to the power 3 by 3.5. So one numerical has been taken here. So in 1 in 4 model, of a spillway, the velocity and discharge are 2 meter per second and 2.5 meter cube per second. Find the corresponding velocity and discharge in the prototype. So a scale ratio of length is equal to LR is equal to 40. So velocity in model is given 2 meter per second. Discharge in model QM is equal to 2.4 meter cube per second. So VP and QP you need to calculate. So you know that Vp by Vm is equal to root over LR, and LR is equal to given 40. Okay. So Vp is equal to Vm into root over 40. So 2 into root over 40, that is your 12.65 meter per second. Now you know that Qp by Qm is equal to LR to the power 2.5. Already I have discussed right now. So 40 to the power 2.5. So Qp is equal to, ultimately the equation is the final answer is your 25298.2 meter cube per second. Problem number 12.20 is the homework. The highlight you can see Reynolds number rho Vd by mu or rho Vl by mu. F is equal to root over V by root over Lg. EU Euler's number is equal to V by root over P by rho. M Mach number is equal to V by C. So these are the number which is needed. So this is the end of the video, and next class we will be discussing about the boundary layer flow. So today up to this, thank you for listening, and at last I would like to say the admission is open for 2020 in mechanical engineering department. Most welcome. For more query you can visit our college website and you can contact me. The contact number is given. Okay, so today up to this, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.